Hi, welcome on my channel, Aline's Visit. I'm Aline, a French national guide, and I'm presenting you places, art pieces, museum in France, in Paris and in France. And of course, if you're coming to France, you can hire me to be your personal guide. All my contacts are in the description below. So, what about Mona Lisa? In a recent survey of 2024, this painting was ranked the most disappointing painting by a third of the Louvre visitors. Ouch, it hurts. Let me present you Mona Lisa, and after you will tell me what you think about her. In the comment section below, of course. This painting shows a woman seated on a wooden chair. She's facing us, smiling. She's painted on a poplar wood panel, about 30 inches by 20. Leonardo da Vinci began this portrait in October 1503 in Florence. Who is the model? Her name is Lisa Gherardini, wife of the commissioner of this painting, Francesco del Giocondo, a rich fabric merchant from Florence. Francesco did not obtain the portrait he commissioned because another Francis I, King of France, invited Leonardo da Vinci in 1516. Da Vinci brought with him Mona Lisa, which was still in progress, particularly the landscape behind her. Francis I fell in love with this portrait and bought it. This painting had several great admirers. Mona Lisa was first placed in the castle of Fontainebleau, in the private apartment of the King Francis. Later on, Louis XIV, the Sun King, wanted her in Versailles. After the French Revolution, Napoleon requested to have this painting placed in his apartment, and after his abdication, Mona Lisa was finally sent back to the Louvre. Why is she so famous? Nowadays, the first reason may be because she was stolen in 1911 by Vincenzo Perugia, an Italian glazier employed by a French company for the Louvre, even if at that time some rumors said that Picasso himself was the thief. Never mind, after 2 years, Mona Lisa returned to Paris. She was expected by every Parisian and every visitor of the Louvre. In fact, she was already famous since 1550 because she was extensively mentioned in the book of Giorgio Vasari, the first art historian, who presented Leonardo da Vinci, of course, but also Raphael, Michelangelo, and so many others. And this is Vasari who baptized this portrait Mona Lisa. Dame Lisa. So why is she so unique? Usually the woman models have attributes like jewels or fur or mirrors showing their social status, their wealth. Those paintings are pure representation, but the Mona Lisa has none of those attributes, because this portrait was not supposed to be seen by other person than her husband, probably to ornate a private room in their new house. So no need to wear costly attire or fabrics. She is in a very simple dress, with a light veil upon her head, as a good family wife. Now her hands, look at their softness. They are relaxed, and their position is telling you about the good education and the morality of Mrs. Giocondo. At that time, the women of the rich families were supposed to adopt a modest posture, exactly like her. The influence of this position in a painting will be tremendous. You will find it in a lot of other portraits. Her smile. What a smile, in fact. Leonardo knew that a smile is fleeting by essence. Too marked, it will be perceived as a green and not so attractive. So Leonardo obtained this smile using a special technique named sfumato by introducing subtle gradation between colors to soften the edges of the form depicted, thus blurring the contours. No need to remind you that Leonardo da Vinci, as other Renaissance artists, found inspiration in the antique sculpture. So you can discover this fleeting smile on some antique sculpture of Venus or Aphrodite in the Louvre. The landscape behind her. Usually the portraits of this period are presenting the model in front of a black font. But Leonardo da Vinci this time decided to show a landscape that just began in the 21st century to be recognized as the reproduction of a real landscape, even if it's not completed. Leonardo da Vinci inspires so many artists, and especially Mona Lisa. Raphael, the second genius of the Italian Renaissance, had the opportunity to go to Florence when Leonardo was painting her, and Raphael made some sketches of her. But more recently, during the 19th century, a French painter named Jean-Baptiste Camille Corot, in 1869, painted a portrait of a woman with a pearl. This is the name of the painting. And even if it may ring a bell for you about another portrait, this one is a direct homage to Mona Lisa. Look, what do you think? Now you know more about the Mona Lisa, right? If you like this presentation, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. If you want to know more about painting or sculpture or other art pieces, subscribe to my channel. If you want me to present you a particular painting or sculpture or whatever, let me know. Contact me through my contact in the description. And don't forget, I can guide you live in Paris and France. So welcome to France. See you next time.